Hello there, welcome to another audio commentary by Moletrap. I've changed the settings on my microphone, so hopefully some of the problems that I've had in the past will be fixed in this commentary. Let me know if they are or if they're not. In any case, this is a match between Oversky and go.go, this being go.go right there, that you just saw on your screen. I'm getting used to saying this, but go.go is a relatively new face on the scene. Hasn't played that many games professionally. I mean, as far as his records, I mean, not professionally, but I mean, on record in professional leagues. I'm sure he's played a lot of qualifiers and what have you. In any case, so I don't know too much about him, except he seems to so far be an average player. I do remember seeing him in some Pro League games last season for OGN, but that's an interesting face covering. I haven't seen someone poke holes in it for their eyes before. Anyways, Oversky, this is Oversky, by the way, the Zerg player, and just want to note, since it's on my mind, it's interesting that they're so close together. It could play no role, but it could play a role in this game that they're so close together. The first thing that means, though, is that Oversky gets a very quick scout in, because his Overlord is able to go right directly over his base and see if he's doing anything, and he's able to at least see that go.go is not doing any kind of rush or anything like that. He has enough SCVs in his base. Looks like Oversky sending out a drone for his first extra hatchery. Sorry, go.go setting up a couple barracks, pretty standard against Zerg. Getting ready for massive Mega Marines. Anyways, I was gonna say, Oversky, I really like Oversky. I'm kind of hoping that he does really well this season and kind of makes a name for himself. He didn't join the military that long ago, I don't think, but when he did, he immediately went to the Air Force team, and he's been showing himself really well. I mean, obviously he's in the MSL for the moment. His group is coming up later on this week, and it's going to be a tough group for him. It's really going to be tough because he's got July Zerg in it, he's got C in his group, and honestly, I don't see Oversky coming out of that group and qualifying for the next round, but I really hope he does, because I really want him to succeed. He's put on some really good games in Pro League and some really good games in just in general, and I like his style a lot. And mostly I also just want a member of the Team Ace to do something, you know, to, I guess, prove that they're not just pushovers, because a lot of teams probably are thinking these days that, oh, the Air Force team, you know, they're just an easy win, and they have been, honestly. And going back to the game, though, go.go is sending out a few Marines, and I don't see. He appears to be probably putting some pressure on there. Some kind of I won't call it a rush, but Oversky doesn't have that many lings. Okay, go.go has stopped outside of his base. I'm not sure why. He could have done a lot of damage with those Marines, actually, because Oversky didn't have any lings at the time. Even with 6 lings there, those Marines would be plenty to put a lot of pressure on go.go, on Oversky rather, and probably could have taken out the 6 lings that he had, and a few drones as well before he was able to fend that off. So too bad for go.go that he didn't press that in a little bit more. He's fallen back. He's going to use those Marines as to block, to guard his new, and Oversky again repeatedly blocking that scout. We saw earlier he was keeping that drone on the ramp, but then he went out of his way back to keep that drone on the ramp there, and it's interesting because he might be bluffing some sort of fast tech thing, trying to get go.go to flinch when he was in fact just getting another hatchery in his base, it looked like, and he's probably getting his lair right now. Yeah, he's getting a lair right now, so he's going relatively standard as well. I'm wondering if he was, like I said, trying to bluff go.go that he was doing something tricksy. And he sees the SCV and he puts another drone on the ramp to block that scout. Oh, but the SCV is taking down. Oh, it looks like he's going to swap drones, and the SCV gets in. So the SCV is going to get that scout in after all. And he sees that he's not going anything tricky. Maybe he was trying to scare him into thinking that he was going mass lings instead of mutas, and trying to get him to spend money on bunkers or something like that. In any case, so go.go spots it and is able to know exactly what's going on, although he could have expected Oversky to be in the exact same place. It's almost every time Zergs will do about this exact same build against Terran, and vice versa. In any case, as I was saying earlier, go.go putting those Marines right outside his base so he can protect while he builds that secondary base, and he's now got medics out as well, so that spells the end for any major ling push that he could have made early on. He's going for he's got the Spire about third, halfway up, and as per usual, Oversky's having to put up a couple Sunkens because go.go's probably going to be pushing out here in a minute, and when he does, that will be enough because he's at a crucial interim period where he doesn't have his Mutalisks out yet, and he only has a few lings, and that's almost every time. That's why you'll see Terrans push out with their initial medic marine forces, try and put some pressure on, and usually it's just to try and stall him, get him to spend money on a few sunken colonies that don't end up being put to use at all, and kind of delay him a little bit. I mean, a few sunken colonies, that's one or two more Mutalisks that they don't have the minerals for, or some lings that they don't have to attack with. In any case, but then, I mean, they have to be put down, those sunkens, because sometimes... Oh! Oversky going up with the lings, and oh! Some of the lings surrounding the Marines. Oversky doing an excellent job of micromanaging here, and go.go just kind of actually not doing very well at all. He left his Marines on hold position, it looked like, and his medics nowhere near the Marines. Finally, a few more Marines coming out and finishing off those last few Zerglings. But Oversky almost got some lings into his base there, and he's having to pull back his forces because he knows those mutas are on the way as well. Desperately trying to put up a few turrets, but it doesn't look like he has very many of them in his base. He did get his Marines back at least, and Oversky taking a lot of damage there. It didn't look like he killed any Marines, and I know he lost at least one Mutalisk and possibly two in that exchange, so that was poorly done by Oversky with that Mutalisk harass, running in, finally taking out a couple Marines there, while go.go is bringing his Marines in, and Oversky picking off several Marines that time. Didn't look like he lost any Mutalisk in that exchange. Just as usual, kind of flying around. By the way, this map is Python, in case you hadn't noticed it before. So far, none of the major mechanics of this map have come into play, in case you're not familiar with it. Python has the kind of sunken bases. You can see that dark corner in the top right of the screen. There's an expansion base there that either player could theoretically take. It's sunken down, so you need to fly to get to it. And Oversky losing another Mutalisk. He's really not accomplishing a lot with these Mutalisks compared to how many he's losing in general. And he's probably going to have to... I don't know why he's not bringing some over. Maybe those are lings on the minimap that are going over to take over that firebat. Take out that firebat. In his case, Oversky's harass being generally ineffective. Not doing very much damage. Killed like 1 or 2 SCVs. He really needed to accomplish a lot more, but with that harass, especially considering that he's lost 3 or 4 Mutalisks already. He is setting up another expansion base there. It looks like go.go has upgraded his Marines. They have that range upgrade now. And Oversky going in with some lings and his Mutalisks, and go.go, sorry, I keep forgetting his name. Go.go only having a few Marines there at his front door. He is bringing in his backup, though, so he's going to be able to fend that off. But for a moment there, it looked like he was going to lose his entire force there, and go.go and Oversky was going to be able to get in and take out some SCVs. So Oversky now has another has that expansion base secured on the left corner there, or the left side there at the 8 o'clock position, and go.go knows that he has to put some pressure on now, and he's bringing out... Oh, Oversky flying right over a bunch of Marines. Oh, it looked like he lost 2 or 3 Mutalisks there. One of them is almost dead. He's gonna, if he goes in right now, those Marines are probably gonna take out another one. He's losing a lot of Mutalisks here. It looks like he just lost another one as well. Going in, he does find a corner though that's unprotected from turrets, and he's going in and taking out a few SCVs. That's exactly what he needed to do earlier, but at least he's doing it now. And go.go is gonna have to bring back his Marines to